Hello everybody and welcome to another Conqueror's Blade video. Just a quick reminder that we do have a giveaway on at the moment. If you are subscribed by the 30th of July, you can be in for a chance to win an Amazon gift card. One of two Amazon gift cards just for being subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. We're doing a siege battle today. Let's see how we do. So we are at the Shield of the Capital, and I have been here once before, had a great battle. I'll put the link in the description to that one, but this one was, yeah, it was difficult to get because there's only point A and then a camp, but point A is really enclosed, very hard, pretty shielded from trebuchet strikes when you're attacking the enemy, so you can't really trebuchet strike the point, and yeah, it's quite hard. There's only two entrances you can go through, two sides, so it's quite difficult. But anyway, I'm going to change up my warband build here because that was my field battle one or whatever. I'm going to take the serfs out, maybe get the battering ram on one of the siege towers going, and just start that push as fast as we can. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, the Shield of the Capital. The battle is about to begin. We are attacking, and that is the main point there. Do you see that there's four walls there? That's where we're trying to get into. But it's on the second floor, which is or the first floor, depends on how you look at it. That's where we're going. So I'm going to try and get one of these towers going, or the battering ram. There we go, the battering ram is going. So that's what I like to do, just get serfs out, and even if you don't manage to get something moving like a siege tower or a battering ram, the serfs are always a good bet, you know, just to throw them in, cause a bit of pressure to the enemy. Anyway, I am going to just fast forward this bit for you. We do take out a few cannons on the walls. I try and scope in there, not really going to work, so I'm just going to shoot, see if I can hit any enemies, or I'll just have a look at where the enemies are, really. It's a nice way with the shot camera to see what's going on inside the enemy base. I decided against it. I'm not really doing anything useful, so I'm just going to get ready with my serfs on this siege tower here, and I'm going to try and push in straight away, as you always would. But as you can see, there is quite a few enemies on the point. I'm just going to tell my serfs to attack. I'm probably not going to use them at any other point in this round. So, but yeah, I'm just going to tell them to attack. Really just put a bit of pressure on, maybe kill a few enemy units. Or, as you can see, we are actually damaging some enemy units. They are getting quite low on health. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're just causing a bit of a distraction, maybe a bit of pressure, and then we're going to head back and just grab some units that we can actually use to push in. I'm thinking of probably getting the domestic spearmen rather than anything too strong, because I like to keep, as you know now, I like to keep my stronger units until the end of the battle, especially if we manage to get point A. Just having those spear sergeants there or that pike militia there really makes it a lot easier for me to control the battle, if you know what I mean, like get in to that last point and take it. So anyway, we're going to go up here, we're going to try and take out as many enemy units as we can, and enemies and things like that. We need to thin them down, but as you can see, the enemies are pushing down both sides of these siege towers here. As you see, the enemies go straight for these gunners here, so I'm just going to, you know, help them out, because they are a very strong unit and you don't really want them to be taken out too early. Anyway, we do see a glaive player running up here. I'm going to chase him down, but he does die anyway. Great shot from a bowman behind me there. I'm just going to try and line up. I've clicked the wrong button here. I'm going to try and line up my spearmen somewhere safe inside of here, just so I've got them accessible when I need them. As you can see, the walls of the siege tower actually protect them and things, so this is a nice little spot for them to go. So anyway, I'm going to head around the wall, and I do see a mole player over there. I actually fall off, and again, Shield of the Capital, as you remember last time, was my world record for falling off walls. So yeah, I'm probably going to fall off a few more times, who knows. But as you see, someone's jumped down. I actually try and get through it, and I think, actually, no, I'm going to try and fight him. It's a mole player. I never really want to fight mole players. It's just pointless most of the time. But yeah, and then I've realised I'm actually in a bit of a sticky situation here. I need to get out. I don't need to be fighting there. I need to actually get out of here as soon as I can. And I'm trying to run away, but I get knocked off the wall by a cannon shot. And now I'm really low on health. Am I going to live? Am I going to die? What's going to happen? I'm in the middle of fire. What's going to happen? Oh, okay. I should live as long as I don't get hit by artillery. Yeah, I'm good. So I am going to survive. And now I'm basically going to heal up and just really see what I can do. There's not a lot I can do. In my mind here, I'm thinking, right, okay, I need some artillery or something to help push in. Then I'm thinking, I don't know whether my ballista's really going to do much for this battle. It needs to be a cannon or a Scorpio or something like that with a bit of AoE damage. Because yeah, a ballista's great at taking out players, but really I don't need to take out the players, I need to take out the enemy units that are on the point, as well as taking the players. I need a bit of both, so a cannon or something like that would do really nicely here. But I'm going to think about putting my ballista back here, maybe shooting some enemies, but then I'm still very reluctant in my head, because it's very hard, because obviously the enemies can easily flank me from behind, destroy my well-made ballista, and that was just not worth it at all. As you can see, we are pushing in a little bit, we are adding a bit of pressure, but look at the amount of enemies. Look at the amount of enemies on that point, and you know, with every enemy player there's an enemy unit. So I'm thinking now, right, I'm going to come down here, get my cannon. My horse actually died, so I'm actually going to get a new horse, and I'm going to try and just push in into the base through artillery. Artillery is always a good way to go in a standstill like this, when nothing's really happening, your team aren't really doing much. I forget my horse, so I run back. But yeah, if you ever get stuck in a position like this, especially on this map, Shield of the Capital, it's a great idea just to go and get some artillery and start firing, you know, cannons, Scorpios, even war rockets. War rockets would be insane here. But yeah, you need things like that. And I was about to come up here and put my cannon down, but I do see someone flanking right now already. So this Maul player's come up here. I'm going to try and just, like, I don't know, deter him away from doing it, but he's going to come anyway. He knows he's a Maul player. He doesn't have to be scared of anyone. So yeah, I'm just going to slowly edge back and see what he's going to do. He's actually going to charge now at absolutely no one. So I'm going to come in here and take a few free hits. I'm going to damage his units a little bit and then probably just back out, because I am losing a bit of health. But his units he's actually ordered them to attack just at will, and I don't know if that's the right idea, to be honest, because his units are probably just going to get absolutely destroyed by us guys here. But now there is actually more enemy players here. There isn't another enemy unit, so that's good. So really 3 players and 1 little unit. We could deal with that. We could deal with that. Especially now as we have these berserkers coming up here. They're just going to absolutely rip through the enemies. I actually really want to get this unit, but yeah, I haven't managed to get it. So unfortunate, but I do like it. And anyway, I'm going to put this cannon down, and now I'm going to actually attack the enemy base with the cannon. As you can see, there's a lot of places I can shoot. I'm thinking about this left-hand side here. It's a very nice open space. There is an archer down to my left who may cause me a bit of trouble if they see me on the cannon. If they do that, then I'm just going to bring my spearmen forward to shield me. Really. So I'm going to attack them, and oh, we do a bit of damage to that spear player. Are they going to die? Yes, they do. And as you can see, the archers are trying to shoot me on this cannon, so I'm just going to bring my spearmen here so they can't shoot me. Nice little trick there for you guys. And anyway, it looks like we are taking point A. So great team effort. We are taking point A. We are actually pushing through. We have got 50% of the point so far with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. That's great, because I don't know if any of you have ever played Shield of the Capital. Maybe you're new, or maybe you just haven't got it, because some reason some people who've played for ages have told me that they haven't actually got a lot of the maps yet. But yeah, anyway, if you've played Shield of the Capital, you'll know that point A is very difficult to take, and with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go, that's an incredible success, because the last point is actually quite easy for us to take. So yeah, we're going to try. As you can see, not too many enemies on the supply point, and now if I was an enemy player here, I'd be getting the fuck out, because our entire team, all my allies, are coming up behind me, and yeah, a few of them are leaving, doing the right thing, but a few of them are staying ready to fight. I'm really not sure about that decision. We are just going to push through them really hard, and yeah, that's it. We're just going to take them out fairly easily. I'm actually going to call my spearmen forward and just tell them to attack at will. They are pretty handy. They've got shields. They won't die straight away. They're quite hard to get past. Really annoying as an enemy enemy player to try and take out a full shielded unit. It's a right pain in the bum. But here we are. We are now going to take the supply point. I'm going to bring out my big boys. I always like to save them to the end now, as you guys know. Well, when attacking, I don't know when defending whether I like to save them to the end. It depends on the map really, on what you're doing. But yeah, attacking, I'd always advise your stronger units, just hold off a little bit for the first few units you take out. Try not to take them, because if you can throw your strongest units at the enemy at the end, you've got a much better chance of actually winning the full battle. But anyway, here we are. We are now just skirmishing around a few enemy players. I don't think they're really doing much. I'm trying to find a place to put my spear sergeants. I'm a bit worried about them getting cannoned or something like that, so I'm just going to pop them there. They should be fairly safe there. I want to use the trebuchet. Obviously this is a really good opportunity. That's another thing, guys. If you want to use a trebuchet on a map like this, I'd save it till the end. On this point, the trebuchet can hit every single strike. Every single strike will hit. You know, as you can see now, there's no red lines, they're all green, so I'm going to hit every single bit of artillery from the trebuchet here, and they're probably going to absolutely decimate the enemy. Here we go. We are doing a lot of damage. We're actually going to get 2 kills here, and yeah, great. Now that just allows us to push in further. I'm just going to take out these units on the side here, but really, I'm not sure whether this is the right time to push in or not. Obviously, a lot of enemies are still alive. I'm going to come in with my spear sergeants anyway, as I can see a lot of allied players behind me with units. But then I actually decide to back out. It's a bit early. It is a bit early. A bit of a mistake there from us and the team, really. We should have waited for everyone to be here. I don't really like doing it too early because it never works. But anyway, so we are now just going to put our spear sergeants here in the Shiltron, you know, next to this unit. Oh, if they do. And wait for my next heal to come up, heal them up again, and then head in from this flank, from this bottom side here. Because it looks like we are infiltrating the point, and it does actually look as though we are overpowering the enemies here. We are definitely overpowering the enemies here. The trebuchet strike actually destroys the enemies there, and yeah, it looks like we should get the win here. But as you can see, the spearmen just get onto the point, and they are just holding it for the enemies, and there is a dual blaze player there to my right as well. So another cavalry from the enemies charge in. This is catastrophic for the attacking team, our team here. This is not good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out. I don't know why I'm going back in here. This is not the play. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold all this by myself. I just need to live to fight another day, but I don't. And I'm respawning in 25 seconds. So I have brought out the pike militia now. I've respawned. I'm heading back to the point. And yeah, it looks like we are actually doing pretty well on the point at the moment. A lot of blue icons around there, so it looks like we're doing okay. Now what I like about the pipe militia, right, is the fact that they're so good in these type of situations. What I like to do is just throw them in. So I know there's better ways to use them in certain situations, but in this situation the pipe militia have a good bit of damage. They have good range and everything, so they're just poking the enemies from afar, doing a lot of damage. I just like to throw them in, tell them to attack at will, and really just like make them push forward. I'm actually bringing them so far forward here, so it makes it harder for the enemies to actually get onto the point. I'm just going to keep telling them to attack at will, and then another enemy cavalry strike comes through. So this isn't too good. This is not too good. I'm almost dead again, but I managed to survive a little bit, and I'm actually going to come back onto the point. It looks a bit safer than last time to come back onto the point. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get onto the point. I'm going to attack as many people as I can. Whoever's closest to me really is who I'm going to attack. I don't really want to push too far into the back line of the enemies, because that will just mean death again. So I'm just going to, yeah, push through the front line as a cavalry strike comes from the allies here, and that was a great cavalry strike. That has actually completely sorted us out. So now just trying to get these annoying iron cap spearmen off this point, because they are the ones at the moment keeping them on. So I'm just trying to kill them. Obviously, you know, shielded units are a pain in the ass to try and take off the point a lot of the time, but here we go, we are taking the point. Not a lot of enemies nearby. Is there any cavalry? No. Enemies are trying to push forward, they are trying to surge forward, but we do take the victory in the end. What a good battle. I love battles like that. Shield of the Capital always brings good drama, and a good battle like that, you know, you got to save things. You have to think about what you're using in terms of your units and your artillery and all of that. So yeah, great battle from everyone there on the team as well. Well, guys, thank you very much. Let me know what you think of the Shield of the Capital and what your strategies are, whether you actually bring your strongest units in first or save them like I do. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to me to have people watching my videos, and you will also be in for a chance to win those Amazon gift cards that I mentioned at the start of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.